Jacksonville, Florida. Supposed neutral ground for these two old rivals. Not a lot of distance separates the two, and when they come here for this clash, it can define a season, no matter what's happened before, what might happen after. Glad to have you with us from TIAA Bank Field, home of the Jaguars in the heart of Duval and Jacksonville, Florida. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away to start. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Bulldogs offense will go to work first. The Dogs able to hunker down and get out with a close win the last time they saw the Gators.
Yeah, anytime you get a win in Jacksonville, anytime you beat Florida, it doesn't matter if it's by 100 or if it's by 1. Georgia fans know how much this means to them, and so do these players.
Yeah, you know, they call this game the world's largest cocktail party. The energy in the stands is just completely different. That's something David and I obviously have experienced before. And after that Georgia win last year, man, those Bulldog fans, they stuck around. They were here in Jacksonville, hanging out at the stadium, enjoying it all through the night. They've been enjoying it all year, and they're hoping to order some more adult beverages after this one, too.
He's going to take off. And he forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematic.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. A design run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gators had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Yeah, I find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then
got some room headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did. I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Caught in the backfield, it's 4.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. You ever see little kids playing with bubbles, and the bubble sort of floats, and you can't really control where it goes? That bubble screen floated the wrong way.
Well, I think the receiver also has to understand when the play is over. He was totally surrounded, should have just gone down and cut his losses. Instead, he retreated, made it even tougher now on his offense.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Play action on first down. Steps away. He'll pull it down and run. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which
fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. Unleashes to the end zone. That one falls incomplete. They reached into the bag of tricks on 1st down and couldn't pull it off.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy.
And he'll finish the ride at the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it behind the line. It's Bettis. He makes the stop, and a nice pickup there on 1st down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. To the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. The corners are walked up tight. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's 4. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the 1st down. And the Gators Gators are flying down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Bettis. Finds a crease at the 20. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Finds his man down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that field goal, guys, we're all tied up in the early going.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that latest answer tied things. set to kick it away again. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow. There he goes! A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off the play fake on first down. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's Jones. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
That's an absolute strike right there. Some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Snap to the back. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Direct snap. Finding open areas. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow on defense. Third and long, you got them right where you want them. You know it's a pass coming. Oh, no, it's not. They fool you. They run the football, make a play. One of the most frustrating plays as a defensive guy.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much in the defense. QB runs in for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Grabbed over the middle. It's Montgomery. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Gator! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of... Teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
The Dogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. He'll try to do it himself. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And in these situations, you never looked at poorly, right? You can go for these situations because it's a really long field goal, so it's not a guaranteed make, or I can be aggressive offensively, and I like the choice. Be aggressive, get the 1st down. Nice job by the offense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. Works the middle of the field. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Touchdown, Georgia! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move-the-chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Dumps it off in the flats.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After they catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on! He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
And how about that, man? If you're a defense, that's demoralizing. You get them in a known passing situation. They slip the run in there. All you got to do now, you're playing deep for pass, but now come up, just make the tackle. Force a fourth down. The defense could not get the back on the ground, Palmer, and he gets the first down.
Yeah, David, and better gap integrity up front, too, on defense. I know you think it's going to be passed, but that doesn't give you an excuse to get out of your lane. Everybody's thinking sack the quarterback, but now they just opened a huge crease for that running back, and he took advantage of it.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Handoff to the lone back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Gators decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team surrounding the ball, no chance for the return man to get in there on that one. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Lofts one high and deep. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. Puts it out of the air. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Payne. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, going to the air. Buys a little extra time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe they've tried to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job. Great.
Got some room into the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you, bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in a great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They're working that left side. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Hand off from the shotgun.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive play.
He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. The 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. New Mexico has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside University Stadium. They're up by 4 over San Jose State. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Fires to the big fella. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Gators will punt this one away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
Huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the two, and they will draw no closer here. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Find some fresh air. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back has it. Creates a little space. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. And they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And this is a situation this offense trains for. Having the lead late in the game, running the ball to ice it. They're just bleeding seconds off the clock. It's been a beautiful drive so far. And the defense, even though they know they're going to run it, they just...
There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch at the 20. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Under fire. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. Going to swing it on second down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gator.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and to keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Bring in the heat. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. He makes the catch. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one.
No gain on the play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. Why are they throwing here? Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Another chapter of this rivalry in the books, and this one goes to the Dogs, who hunkered down and took out the Gators. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.